Hello, and welcome to our performance of Spaceballs the radio drama. This script was adapted from the original from the original film in order to be, well, not a film. Please note that this is a live performance, and the cast has had no rehearsals together, so there may be occasional stumbles in the dialogue or even the introduction. We're expecting to have a lot of fun, and hope you will too. And now, please enjoy. Spaceballs the radio drama. Once upon a time warp, in a galaxy very, 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 very far away, there lived a ruthless race of beings known as Spaceballs. Chapter 11. The evil leaders of planet Spaceball, having foolishly squandered their precious atmosphere, have devised a secret plan to take every breath of fresh air from their peace-loving neighbor, planet Druidia. Today is Princess Vespa's wedding day. Unbeknownst to the princess, but knownst to us, danger lurks in the stars above. If you can read this, you don't need glasses, but you may want to see a doctor, because you are hallucinating. This is a radio drama. There is no text crawl. A massive ship flies across the vast emptiness of space. It's so large that if you were to watch it from a film camera angle, it would take the better part of 2 minutes to cross the screen. Truly a ship befitting of the vastness of space. Which is, in case you did not know, big. You wouldn't believe just how big it is. You may think it's a long way down the road to the chemists, but that is just peanuts to space. At the end of the ship crawl, you can see the stern of the ship, upon which is a bumper sticker that says, "We brake for nobody." Inside the ship, a man in a gray military uniform stands at the bridge. A voice suddenly speaks up.
Colonel Sandurz!
What is it, Sergeant Rico?
You told me to let you know the minute Planet RaDEEo was in sight, sir.
So?
Planet RaDEEo is in sight, sir.
It really is Spaceball. You know that, don't you?
Thanks, sir.
I've notified Lord Helmet.
Yes, sir. I took the liberty. He's on his way.
Make way for Dark Helmet.
All rise in the presence of Dark Helmet.
All of the crew stands up. At the far end of the room, a door slides upward, revealing Dark Helmet. He has the appearance of a midget Darth Vader, with an oversized helmet and a tie hanging over his suit. He strides into the room, the other crew members reacting with terror as he passes them. Abruptly, Dark Helmet stops, his breathing becoming more and more labored. Finally, he pushes up the mask of his helmet, revealing the nerdy face beneath.
I can't breathe in this thing.
We're approaching planet Druidia, sir.
Good. I'll contact Spaceball City and notify President Skroob immediately.
Dark Helmet picks up a phone nearby.
I already called him, sir. He knows everything.
Dark Helmet slams the receiver down and turns around.
What? You went over my helmet?
Well, not exactly over, sir. More to the side. I'll always call you first. It'll never happen again. Never, ever.
Dark Helmet pulls out a ring that is crowned with what looks like the head of a snake, with a black gem in its mouth. Rico flinches in terror and starts backing away.
Oh, shit. No. Please, no, please, no, not that.
Rico covers his throat as Dark Helmet lowers his mask.
Yes. That.
A green beam emanates from the ring right into Rico's crotch. He drops to the floor in pain and is eventually helped away by the other Spaceballs. Helmet lifts his mask.
Sandurz!
Sandurz covers his crotch.
Sir!
I don't see Planet RaDEEo. Where is it?
We don't have visual contact yet, but we have it on the radar screen. Shall I punch it up for you?
Never mind. I'll do it myself.
Very good, sir.
Helmet and Sandurz walk over to a large machine Helmet looks at the monitor, but all he sees is a strange graphic showing what seems to be liquid going through a complex system. Churning and bubbling sounds are coming from the machine.
The hell's the matter with this thing? What's all this churning and bubbling? You call this a radar screen?
No, sir. We call it Mr. Coffee. Care for some?
The machine does indeed say Mr. Coffee in big letters above the screen.
Yes. I always have coffee when I watch Radar and perform radio dramas. You know that.
Of course I do, sir.
Everybody knows that.
The Spaceballs all cover their crotches.
Of course we do, sir.
Sir.
Helmet takes a cup of coffee from Sandurz.
Now that I have my coffee, I'm ready to watch Radar. Where is it?
Right here, sir.
Sandurz takes one step to the side and taps a machine that is the same shape and size as Mr. Coffee, but says Mr. Radar in big letters above its screen.
Switch to teleview.
Sandurz flips a switch, and a planet that resembles Earth appears on the screen.
There it is. Planet Druidia. And underneath the air shield, 10,000 years of fresh air. We must get through that air shield.
We will, sir. Once we kidnap the princess, we can force her father, King Roland, to give us the combination to the air shield, thereby destroying planet Druidia and saving planet Spaceball.
Dark Helmet looks directly into the camera, or he would if there was one. But this is a radio drama, so imagine him really brazenly breaking the fourth wall, like I am now.
Everybody got that? Good. Hey, narrator, keep up the good work. Like what you're doing with this.
Yes,
much better than the schmucks I'm working with over
always.
here.
Yes, always. He turns back to Sandurz.
When will the princess be married?
Within the hour, sir.
Well, I hope it's a long ceremony, because it's gonna be a short honeymoon.
Helmet and Sandurz chuckle evilly, but you can hear that, and you don't need me to tell you that. Helmet takes a drink of coffee, but starts groaning in pain. Sandurz slaps his back, causing him to spit the coffee out and his mask to fall down.
Hutt! Too hot!
Down on the surface of planet Druidia, we see people in long flowing robes walking around a large fountain outside a chapel. The sign outside the chapel reads, "Today, the royal wedding of Princess Vespa to Prince Valium. Tomorrow, bingo." Inside the chapel, King Roland and Princess Vespa are preparing for the wedding. An usher is helping Roland put on a large cape while Vespa paces around anxiously.
Ah, if only your mother were alive to see this day. Is everyone ready?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh, where is my droid of honor?
Oh, dear, yes. Where's Dot? Dot? Dot Matrix!
The usher scurries to the door and opens it.
Oh, thank God.
Dot Matrix, a golden robot, like C-3PO, but female and further legally distinct, rolls in on roller skate-like feet.
Where have you been?
Here I am. I'm sorry. I had to make a pit stop. I'm so excited I couldn't hold my oil.
All right, people, it's magic time.
All right, everyone. Starting off on the left foot.
Roland puts his arm in Vespa's and begins walking as organ music starts to play.
Daddy, that's your right foot.
It's too late. Keep going.
Roland and Vespa enter the main sanctuary of the chapel as the organist transitions into the bridal march. Halfway down the aisle, Vespa stops.
Hello, microphone. Hello, Daddy.
The organist stops playing, ending with a sour note.
Through with this?
I'm sorry, my dear. You have to.
The organist resumes playing as Vespa and Roland start walking again. A short distance later, Vespa stops again.
Daddy.
The organist sighs and stops again with another sour note.
Daddy, I don't love him.
I'm sorry, Vespa. He's the last prince left in the galaxy.
Prince Valium, a foppish dandy in a maroon beret, lets out a big yawn as he looks at his bride-to-be. Vespa and Roland continue forward, and the organist finally completes the bridal march as they reach the altar. An elderly minister smiles at them and addresses the attendees.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here on this most joyous occasion to witness Princess Vespa, daughter of King Roland.
Vespa suddenly takes off running, dragging Dot, who's holding the end of her dress, with her.
Going right past the altar, heading down the ramp and out the door.
Stop her! Someone stop her! Stop her!
The wedding erupts into chaos as everyone starts chasing Vespa, who is now running outside, still dragging Dot.
Hey, wait! You forgot to get married! Will you stop?
Vespa runs up to a white ship, parked by the side of the chapel.
What are you doing?
No questions, Dot. Get in.
The two climb into the ship, and moments later, Roland and the wedding attendees burst out of the chapel to see the ship taking off.
What is she doing? Where is she going?
Vespa's ship flies off into space.
It seems that Prince Valium has fallen asleep.
Somewhere in outer space, Bon Jovi's Raise Your Hands is blasting inside a ship that resembles a Winnebago recreational vehicle with wings. The side door of the ship has an emblem that says Eagle 5, Captain Lone Star with 2 R's, Hero for Hire, and a bumper sticker on the back that says, Really, I'm not saying this. I heart Uranus. No, I have to? Fine, a bumper sticker on the back that says, I heart your anus. Are you happy now? Inside the ship, a half-man, half-dog is dancing around while eating ice cream from what appears to be an oversized dog dish. In the cockpit of the ship, the autopilot light is blinking. The communicator begins ringing like a telephone, awakening a handsome-looking man who looks like he spent a lot of time traveling the stars.
Barf. Barf. Barf!
The half-man, half-dog's ears perk up.
Huh?
He turns down the speaker by him, bringing the scene's music down along with it.
Barf!
Oh, always when I'm eating.
He puts down the dog dish, picks up a box of milk bones, and heads for the cockpit.
Barf!
Barf walks into the cockpit. The communicator is still ringing.
What can I do you for, boss?
Where have you been?
Having myself a snack? You want some?
No!
Oh, come on, a little hair on the dot.
No. Answer that for me, will ya?
No problem.
Barf turns to get in his chair, accidentally hitting Lone Star with his tail.
Will you watch that thing?
Oh, sorry. I'll just put it on audio. That way they won't see ya.
He flips a switch that says video cam.
Yellow?
The video monitor turns on, revealing a silver man in a black suit.
Hello, Lone Star.
Sorry, wrong switch.
Hello, Vinnie. What do you want?
No. It's not what I want. It's what he wants.
Vinnie looks to his left, and the monitor pans over to reveal a massive, cackling blob of melted cheese and pepperoni.
Pizza the Hutt!
Well, if it isn't Lone Star and his sidekick Puke.
That's Barf.
Buff, puke, whatever. Where's my money?
Don't worry, Pizza. You'll have it by next week.
Nah. I gotta have it by tomorrow.
100,000 space bucks? By tomorrow?
100,000? No way. You forgot late charges, which brings it up to, I don't bother doing math, 1 million space bucks.
1,000,000? That's unfair.
Unfair to the payor, but not to the payee. But you're gonna pay it, or else.
Or else what?
Tell him, Vinnie.
The monitor pans back to Vinnie.
Or else Pizza is gonna send out for you.
Vinnie and Pizza, while Lone Star and Bob mock laugh along with them. Vinnie rips a gob of cheese and meat off of Pizza and takes a bite of it.
Yeah, 1 million space bucks. That sounds real good.
Oh, you're delicious.
Ciao, boys.
Pizza the Hutt's laughter barf's fake laughter has become snotty.
Jeez.
Meanwhile, Heartstrings by Berlin is heard as Princess Vespa's ship flies out of an open patch of Druidia's air shield and into space. The shield closes behind them once they pass through it. Inside the ship, Vespa appears to have Princess Leia-style hair buns now.
Can we talk? Look, we all know Prince Valium is a pill, but you could have married him for your father's sake, and then had a headache for the next 25 years.
Vespa seems unaware that Dot has said anything.
Would you turn that thing off?
Vespa looks over at Dot.
What?
Vespa grabs her hair buns and pulls them off, and suddenly Heartstrings is heard louder than before. Headphones.
What is it?
I was saying, do you realize what you've done?
Yes, and I'm glad. Glad. How many times have I run away from a wedding now?
She puts the headphones back on.
I wonder if she's glad.
Some arbitrary distance away, Spaceballs City is a steel-gray metropolis where all the buildings are spheres and connected by tubes in a large web. At the center of the web is a sphere that is larger than the others and crowned with the replica of the United States Capitol building. Regardless, inside, a man in a suit is talking on the telephone.
Don't be ridiculous. As the president of Planet Spaceball, I can assure both you and your viewers that there's absolutely no air shortage whatsoever. Yes, of course. I heard the same rumor myself. Yes, thanks for calling, and not reversing the charges, yes. Goodbye.
He hangs up the phone.
Shithead.
The building apparently houses the president's office. Perhaps the White House was too angular for the Spaceballs' sensibilities. President Skroob opens a drawer in his desk that is filled with cans, pulls one out, and opens it. He quickly puts the can up to his nose, inhaling and exhaling slowly. The can says, Perry Air, canned in Druidia, naturally sparkling, salt-free air. The monitor across the room abruptly turns on, and a woman in a military uniform appears on it.
President Skroob.
Skroob quickly throws away the can.
Yes?
This is Central Control, Spaceball Commanderette Zircon speaking, sir.
Yes, what is it, Commanderette?
Lord Helmet has just notified us that Princess Vespa's ship is in sight, and Spaceball 1 is closing in on her.
Good.
We have both ships coming up on the teledar, sir, if you wish to observe.
I'll be down immediately.
Shall I have Snotty beam you, sir?
I don't know about that beaming stuff. Is it safe?
Oh, yes, sir. Snotty beamed me twice last night. It was wonderful.
All right, I'll take a shot at it. What the hell? It works on Star Trek.
Skroob stands up and walks to a circular pad in the middle of the room.
Snotty, beam him down.
Yes, sir. Immediately, sir.
The teleporter activates, and Skroob disappears. He reappears a moment later in the central control room, but something is clearly wrong.
great beasties, what happened to his head?
It's on backwards.
Well, this is terrible. Do something.
I'm sorry, sir. It must have been a micro-converter malfunction or something. I can't quite tell with my accent.
Skroob glares at Snotty, who wears a Scottish tam instead of the standard issue sphere helmet. Skroob then looks down and moves his coattails so he can see his rear end.
What the? Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
There's snickers from the other Spaceballs.
Hold on, sir. We'll try to reverse the beam. It could be the interlocking system.
Skroob scratches an itch while he's waiting. Snotty flips some switches on his console.
Lock 1, Lock 2, Lock 3, Lock Lomond, Loch Ness, we don't need it.
The teleporter activates and beams Skroob back to his office, his body realigned. Zircon appears on the monitor.
Are you all right, Mr. President?
Ugh, I'm trying to beam around, but I'm dummy thick, and the sound clap of my ass cheeks keeps attracting the Spaceballs. But I'm fine, no thanks to you.
We'll beam you back, sir.
Forget it. No more beaming. This time I'm gonna walk.
Skroob walks to a door, which opens to reveal the central control room.
President Skroob, salute!
Hail, Skroob!
Hail, Skroob.
All the Spaceballs stand and
I
put
shouldn't
their
say
left
that
hand
with
on
a
their
German accent.
head, raise the back of their fist at Skroob, then open their fist in a friendly way. Skroob returns the gesture. Two identical women in long blonde hair speak simultaneously.
Hello, President Skroob.
Oh, hello, Charlene.
I'm Marlene.
Hello, Marlene.
I'm Charlene.
Chew your gum.
Skroob walks away as the women shake their heads at each other.
Where's the princess?
Right there, sir. On the left side of the screen. Approaching Spaceball 1 at 1500 light leagues per minute.
Good. She's almost in our grasp. Tell Dark Helmet he must take the princess alive.
Elsewhere, Spaceball 1 is closing on Vespa's ship. Colonel Sandurz and Dark Helmet observe from their ship's bridge.
Princess Vespa's ship is within range, sir.
Good. Fire a warning shot across her nose.
A Spaceball starts firing, causing explosions around Vespa's ship.
Please stand by. I think I might have crossed some of the wires with the interlocking system. Princess Vespa, are you there?
Technical difficulties. Discord did not want to let me unmute myself despite button smashing. What's going on, Discord?
It's either the 4th of July or someone's trying to kill us.
More laser blasts explode around Vespa's ship. While a laser blast is exploding, you'll have to take that up with Mr. Torg.
Honestly, hey, I don't have to put up with this. I'm rich.
She picks up her ship's phone.
What are you doing?
Calling my father. 1-800-DRUIDIA.
On Spaceball 1, Dark Helmet lifts his mask.
Careful, you idiot! I said across her nose, not up it!
A Spaceball turns around. He's cross-eyed.
Sorry, sir. I'm doing my best.
Who made that man a gunner?
I did, sir.
Helmet and Sandurz turn to an officer, who is also cross-eyed.
He's my cousin.
Psst, who's he?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that, but what is his name?
That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
Huh. And his cousin?
He's an asshole too, sir. Gutter's mate, first class Phillip asshole.
Huh. How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Nearly every other Spaceball in the room stands up and raises their hand.
Yo!
I married in.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
He lowers his mask.
Keep firing, assholes!
The bombardment resumes. Inside the ship, Vespa is still on the phone with her father.
There are laser blasts all around us. I'm scared.
Elsewhere, Eagle 5 receives a transmission from Druidia. Eagle
King
5.
Roland to Lone Star. King Roland to Lone Star, are you there?
Inside Eagle 5, Roland is on the monitor talking to Lone Star and Barf.
Lone Star, you've got to help me. Please save my daughter. She's being attacked by Spaceballs.
Spaceballs? Forget it. Too dangerous. Besides, I'm already numero uno on Dark Helmet's hit list.
Look, Your Highness, it's not that we're afraid, far from it. It's just that we've got this thing about death. It's not us.
Please, you must. You're the only ones that could save her. I'll give you anything. Did you hear me? Anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Okay. We'll do it for $1 million.
$1 million?
Barf starts to reach for the comm switch.
Oh, you're starting to fade here. We're losing picture, Your Highness.
All right. I'll pay it. Only find her, save her.
All right, King. You just made a deal.
1 princess for 1 million space bucks.
What's she driving?
A brand new white Mercedes 2001 SEL limited edition moonroof all leather interior. I got it at a very good price. I paid cash. My cousin, Prince Murray, has a dealership in the valley. He was very nice to me.
We get the idea. Where was she last seen?
She was just passing Jupiter 2.
We'll find her.
Please, bring her back safely. And if it's at all possible, try to save the car.
The monitor turns off.
1 million space bucks. We'll be able to pay off Pizza the Hutt.
Gimme paw.
The two rub their hands together and howl. Dogs.
Woof, woof.
Back at Spaceball 1, a blue beam is emitted from the large ship and envelops the princess's Mercedes.
Hold on now. What's happening? What's that glow? We're not moving.
Oh, we're moving all right. Backwards.
Nearby, Eagle 5 arrives at the scene.
Look, there's our princess. She's got company.
Oh no, Spaceballs! And they've already got her in their magnetic beam? Oh well, we're too late. What a shame. I'll just throw it in reverse and we can get out of here.
Barf! No! Bad!
What are we doing risking our lives for a runaway princess? I know we need the money, but...
Listen! We're not just doing this for money.
Looks at Lone Star in confusion.
We're doing this for a shitload of money!
Oh! You're right. And when you're right, you're right. And you're always right. Okay, we save her. But how? The minute we go over there, they're gonna spot us on the radar.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh! Not if we jam it!
Aha! You're right.
Downscope.
Downscope!
A scope descends from the ceiling in front of Barf. He looks through it and aims at a large satellite dish on Spaceball 1.
Radar about to be jammed.
He pushes a button and a large jar of actual jam. Really. Flies at the satellite dish, splattering the contents all over the dish on impact. Inside Spaceball 1, a technician watches as the radar screen suddenly starts losing focus and making strange noises until it becomes nothing but static.
Shit.
The tech taps its helmet, then picks up a communicator and pushes a few buttons on it.
Sir? What is it?
Sir? Sandurz and Helmet make their way over.
Well?
The technician continues speaking into the communicator.
I'm having trouble with the radar, sir.
Sandurz grabs the communicator and hangs it up.
You don't need that, Private. We're right here. Now, what is it? I'm having trouble with the radar, sir.
Helmet angrily rips the communicator out of the workstation and throws it away.
All right, now, what is it?
I'm having trouble with the radar, sir.
Well, what's wrong with it?
I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps.
The what?
What?
And the what?
You know, the bleeps. the sweeps, and the creeps.
That's not all he's lost.
Sir, the radar, sir. It appears to be
Red goo begins seeping out of the blank radar screen.
jammed.
Jammed.
Helmet wipes a bit of the jam off with a finger and licks it.
Ugh! Raspberry.
The camera begins to zoom in on Dark Helmet.
There's only one man who would dare give me the raspberry.
He lowers his mask.
Lone Star.
The camera zooms in too far and collides with Dark Helmet, causing him to fall backwards. Outside, Eagle 5 flies over the princess's Mercedes. A ladder lowers from Eagle 5, and Barf climbs down the top of the Mercedes with a thumb. Barf knocks on the moonroof.
Never mind that. What was that?
The moonroof slides open, revealing Barf. Vespa gasps in shock.
Hi,
Are you?
Barf.
Not in here, mister. This is a Mercedes.
Nah, that's my name. Barf.
Barf? What are you?
I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend.
Well, what do you want?
Your father hired Captain Lone Star and me to save ya. Come on, we gotta hop up this ladder and get out of here.
Quick, hurry, darling. Follow the dog.
Mog. I'm a Mog.
Wait, hold on. What about my matched luggage?
Barf whimpers. Later, Vespa, followed by Dot, followed by Barf, climb up the ladder. Barf dragging a half dozen of pieces of luggage with him.
Hey, stop looking at my can.
I'm sorry.
Lone Star turns to see Barf stumbling into the cockpit, still carrying the bags.
Checking in? What the hell is all that?
Barf sets down the luggage and talks with the strap of one of the bags in his mouth.
It's Her Royal Highness's matched luggage.
What?
Barf removes the bag strap from his mouth.
Her Royal Highness's matched luggage.
Matched luggage, huh? What does she think this is? A princess cruise?
Barf struggles to get into his seat, constantly hitting Lone Star with his tail.
Well, she wouldn't go without it.
Oh, yeah?
Lone Star lets out a groan as the tail hits him one last time, then picks up the ship intercom.
Now hear this. The minute we get out of here, the first thing we do is dump the matched luggage.
In the main area of the ship, Vespa and Dot approach the opposite intercom.
Who is that?
Now you hear this, whoever you are. You will not touch that luggage. And furthermore, I want this pigsty cleaned up. I will not be rescued in such filth.
Listen, on this ship, I don't take orders. I give them. This is my dream boat, sweetheart.
Sweetheart!
Uh-oh.
How dare you speak to me that way? You will address me in the proper manner as your Royal Highness. I am Princess Vespa, not Prince Vespa. That would be a completely different story. Daughter of Roland, King of the Druids.
That's all we needed. A Druish princess.
Oh, funny. She doesn't look Druish.
As Eagle 5 flies away, the princess's Mercedes is pulled into the loading bay of Spaceball 1, where Dark Helmet, Colonel Sandurz, and a legion of Spaceballs stand waiting.
Now, we will show her who is in charge of this galaxy.
One of the Spaceball soldiers starts to step forward, but Dark Helmet stops him.
Hold it. I'll handle this one personally.
The soldier steps aside.
Ciao, Lord Vader, or Lord Helmet.
Dark Helmet glances at the soldier, then returns his attention to the Mercedes.
So, Princess Vespa, you thought you could outwit the imperious forces of planet Spaceball. Well, you were wrong. You are now our prisoner and will be held hostage until such time as all of the air is transferred from your planet to ours.
Dark Helmet opens the Mercedes and looks in, but finds nothing. He lifts his mask.
She's not in there.
All of the soldiers drop their weapons and cover their crotches. Suddenly, a voice calls out over the intercom.
Radar repaired, sir. We're picking up the outline of a Winnebago.
Winnebago. Lone Star.
Helmet slams his fist on the side of the Mercedes.
Lone Star!
The door of the Mercedes slams down on him,
Hey!
knocking him inside. Inside Eagle 5, its radar shows Spaceball 1 closing in.
Uh-oh. Here comes the bad year blimp.
Oh, we better get out of here in a hurry.
Switch to secret hyperjets.
Switching to secret hyperjets.
Lone Star grabs the intercom.
Buckle up back there. We're going into hyperactive.
On the bridge of Spaceball 1, Eagle 5 is in view.
We're closing in on them, sir. In less than a minute, Lone Star will be ours.
Good. Prepare to attack.
Prepare to attack.
On the count of 3. 1, 2.
Eagle 5 suddenly speeds away and disappears.
Light!
He raises his mask.
What happened? Where are they?
I don't know, sir. They must have hyperjets on that thing.
And what do we got on this thing? A Cuisinart?
No, sir.
Well, find them! Catch them!
Yes, sir.
Sandurz speaks into
prepare
the
the
intercom.
Prepare the ship for light speed.
No. Light speed is too slow.
Light speed too slow?
Yes. We're gonna have to go right to ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed? Sir, we've never gone that fast before. I don't know if the ship can take it.
What's the matter, Colonel Sandurz? Chicken? I'm Colonel Sandurz. I'm too scared to go to ludicrous because I'm 13 varieties of giant weenie, and I'm going to be played by Mario Lopez in a Lifetime original movie.
Prepare ship for ludicrous speed. Fasten all seatbelts. Seal all entrances and exits. Close all shops in the mall. Cancel the 3-ring circus. Secure all animals in the zoo.
Dark Helmet grabs the intercom from Sandurz.
Give me that, you petty excuse for an officer.
Sandurz scrambles to a nearby chair and buckles himself in.
Now hear this! Ludicrous speed!
Sir, hadn't you better buckle up?
Buckle this.
He speaks into the intercom again.
Ludicrous speed! Go!
Spaceball 1 begins to accelerate. Dark Helmet holds onto the console for dear life as the speed of the acceleration starts pulling on him and lifting him off the floor. He yells as the stars outside shift into lines of hyperspace travel. Above, a light turns on. Light speed. Soon followed by another light. Ridiculous speed. And then finally, ludicrous speed.
What have I done? My brains are going into my feet!
Through the forward port, the lines of hyperspace shift into a psychedelic plaid pattern. In Eagle 5, Barf and Lone Star duck as a plaid stripe soars above them through the normal hyperspace lines.
Well, what the hell was that?
Spaceball 1.
They've gone to plaid.
Back inside Spaceball 1, Dark Helmet realizes they overshot their target.
We passed them! Stop this thing!
We can't stop. It's too dangerous. We've got to slow down first.
Bullshit! Just stop this thing! I order you! Stop!
Sandurz strains, reaching for a lever that says emergency stop. Never use. He pulls it, and their view goes from plaid to lines to stationary dots in a matter of seconds. Dark Helmet is sent flying forward by the inertia and crashes into a control panel.
Ah!
Sandurz quickly unbuckles himself and runs over as a pair of Spaceballs help Dark Helmet up. His helmet is dented. and his glasses are askew.
You all right, sir?
Yeah, fine. How have you been?
Fine, sir.
Good.
It's a good thing you were wearing that helmet.
Yeah.
What do we do now?
Well, are we stopped?
We're stopped, sir.
Good. Why don't we take a 5-minute break?
Very good, sir.
Smoke if you got 'em.
He faints, falling face first onto the floor. Please note that smoking causes a variety of health problems, so Digital Era Entertainment recommends that you should not, in fact, smoke if you've got them. We recommend other addictions such as Magic the Gathering, or what? Really? That one? Frankly, I would take smoking. It's the faster way to ruin my life. Yes, I know I play it. Magic the Gathering or watching VTubers. Anyway, back on the Eagle 5.
Take her out of hyperactive.
Taking her out of hyperactive.
Barf pulls a switch, and the lines outside revert to stars as Eagle 5 stops.
Congrats, boss. We did it. They must have overshot us by a week and a half.
Okay, let's set a course for RaDEEo.
Setting a course for Druid.
Eagle 5 begins shaking violently.
What's that?
I don't know. We're losing power. Why? Because we're out of gas.
Must have burned it up in hyperactive.
I told you we should have put more than $5 worth in.
Okay, we'll have to set her down. Prepare for emergency landing. Quick, give me a reading.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
Would you stop that?
Lone Star grabs the intercom.
Keep your seatbelts fastened back there. You okay, princess?
Princess Vespa and Dart are getting tossed around by the rocking ship.
Oh, bloody hell. No, you idiot. Where'd you learn how to fly?
Okay, Eagle 5 coming in.
Eagle 5 goes into a descent towards a sand-covered planet.
Left. No, right. I mean, right. Pull up.
Eagle 5 plows through one sand dune before coming to a stop on another. In the back of Eagle 5, Vespa stands up.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna tell him off once and for all.
Wait. We'll need him if we're gonna get out of here.
In the cockpit, Lone Star is unbuckling his seatbelt.
Call me an idiot? I'm going back there and explaining a few things to her.
Back to Dot.
Besides, he has a sexy voice. He might be cute.
In the cockpit.
Yeah, but wait. You haven't seen what she looks like.
Oh, I know what she looks like. You've seen one princess, you've seen them all.
To the cabin.
Just because you're right and Star has an absolutely amazing voice, I know these space bums. They're all alike. Fat, ugly, pretentious,
Bucktooth, knock-kneed,
beer-swilling,
horse-faced space dogs.
Lone Star storms out of the cockpit and Vespa strides out of the cabin.
Yeah, well, normally I,
Barf tries to stand, but gets caught by his seatbelt.
Whoa, that's gonna leave a mark.
Vespa and Lone Star step out of their respective rooms and into the dining area. They stop in their tracks, surprised and marginally flustered by the other's appearance.
Oh no, Dot was right. Now listen, you!
You listen. On this ship, you are to refer me as idiot, not you, Captain. I mean, you know what I mean!
And you will not call me you. You will never address me as you. You will call me your Royal Highness.
You are a royal pain in the...
Whoa, hold it. Time.
What?
May I make a small suggestion?
No.
Any minute now, the Spaceballs are gonna make a major U-turn, head back this way, and make us all dead.
He's right. Let's go.
Hold on, my things!
Now listen, you royal... Highness. Take only what you need to survive.
Sometime later, the group is walking across the dunes. Princess Vespa is in the lead, followed by Dot, who is carrying an umbrella and dragging a suitcase. Further back, Lone Star and Barf are struggling with the rest of the luggage. carrying a large trunk between them.
Please, slow down. I'm getting sand up my gears.
Oh, jeez. I hope she didn't forget anything.
All right, wait a minute, Barf. Put it down.
They drop the trunk.
What the hell's in this thing?
Star opens up the trunk, pulling out a large hairdryer.
The fuck is this? I thought I said take only what you need to survive.
My industrial strength hairdryer. And I can't live without it.
Okay, princess. That's it. The fairy tale is over. Welcome to real life. You want this hot air machine? You carry it.
He drops it in the sand.
You pick that up.
You pick that up.
How dare you, you insolent peasant! Nobody talks to me that way. Nobody! Nobody!
Well, what have we got here? Would you look at her?
Ooh.
Those flashing eyes, those flushed cheeks, those trembling lips. You know something, princess? You are ugly when you're angry.
Uh-oh.
That you and your little dog are...
Please, total humans, droids, if I may. It's going to be very dark soon, so I suggest we find a place to camp for the night.
Come, darling.
They continue walking, leaving the hairdryer behind. Lone Star and Barf continue carrying the case anyway.
You see? It's lighter.
Oh yeah, this is the best. I could carry 2 or 3 of these.
Back on Spaceball 1, Dark Helmet, Colonel Sandurz, and a Corporal are watching a radar screen.
Have you found them yet?
No, Lord Helmet. They're still on the scanner.
Well, keep looking for them.
Dark Helmet carefully drinks some coffee through his mask. Sandurz suddenly looks like he got hit by a bolt of inspiration.
Pardon me, sir. I just had an idea. Corporal, punch up the audio cassette of Spaceballs the radio drama.
Yes, sir.
The Corporal makes his way over to a machine labeled Mr. Rental, which opens up to reveal a selection of cassettes. The Corporal begins browsing through them.
Producers, the 12 chairs, Blazing Saddles. Ooh, Young Frankenstein. Silent movie.
Colonel
Silent radio
Sandurz,
drama.
may I speak with you, please?
Yes, sir.
The two step away from the Corporal as Helmet raises his mask.
How can there be an audio cassette of Spaceballs the radio drama? We're still in the middle of live streaming the making of it.
That's true, sir, but there's been a breakthrough in home audio marketing.
There has?
Yes, instant cassettes. They're out in stores before the radio drama is finished.
Nah.
High Anxiety, History of the World Part 1, Star Wars Holiday Special, To Be or Not to Be, Pokemon Live. Here it is, sir. Spaceballs.
Good work, Corporal. Punch it up.
The Corporal starts the tape. Hello, and welcome to our radio drama presentation of Spaceballs.
That's much too early. Prepare to fast forward.
Preparing to fast forward.
Fast forward.
Fast forwarding, sir.
As they listen, the audio flies through the opening crawl and Dark Helmet's opening scene, accompanied by rapid chipmunk voices. Dark Helmet listens, deeply uneasy, as the ludicrous scene is heard.
No. Go past this. Past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Try here. Stop.
The audio plays this narration. The narration I'm saying right now. Dark Helmet looks around confused. Then Sandurz looks around. Dark Helmet raises his arm and waves it.
What the hell am I listening to? When does this happen in the radio drama?
Now. You're listening to now, sir. Everything that happens now is happening now.
Well, what happened to then?
We passed it.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now?
Yes.
I can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just now.
Hey, you know, this gag doesn't work nearly as well in a radio drama.
Yeah, I know, but it's too iconic of a scene to skip.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, when will then be now?
Soon.
How soon?
Meanwhile, Princess Vespa and the others walk across the sands of Vega.
Sir,
What?
we've identified their location.
Where?
The narrator just said a few minutes ago before I said my line. It's the moon of Vega.
Good work. Set a course and prepare for our arrival.
When?
1900 hours, sir.
By high noon tomorrow, they shall be our prisoners.
Who?
Helmet's mask slams down on his face, and we mercifully move on from where everyone is aware of my presence. On the moon of Vega, it is night. Barf is asleep, and Dot is hunched over while a panel on her chest blinks with the words, sleep mode. Vespa is seated by the fire, pulling the fabric of her wedding dress up around her in an attempt to keep warm. Lone Star puts his jacket over her shoulder.
Huh? No, thank you. I'm perfectly fine.
Take it. It's freezing.
Well, I guess if you insist.
She smells his jacket.
That's a little creepy, but won't you be cold?
Nah, cold doesn't bother me.
Lone Star puts his arms around himself, obviously chilly, as Vespa looks at the sky.
Just can't seem to find your RaDEEo.
It's right there.
Where?
Right there. It's that bright blue one. Right there, see?
A view of the sky shows RaDEEo as a bright blue light in the middle of the star.
Oh yeah, but it's so far of...
Vespa realizes she's
oh,
leaning
no.
close to Lone Star to follow his pointing.
Away. Oh no, he's hot.
Don't worry. I'll get you there.
So which one are you from?
Who knows?
You don't know where you're from?
Not really. I was found on the doorstep of a monastery.
A monastery? Where?
Somewhere in the Ford Galaxy.
Well, didn't the monks tell you who your parents were?
They couldn't. They took a vow of silence. All I got was this.
He pulls a medallion out from under his shirt.
It was around my neck.
What is it?
I don't know. I've taken it to every wise man in the universe, and none of them can tell me what it means.
Vespa takes a closer look at the medallion, inadvertently pulling Lone Star closer to her in doing so.
Beautiful. You know why? It's beautiful.
Star puts the medallion back inside his shirt.
So, how come you ran away from your wedding?
Well, if you must know, I wasn't in love with the groom.
Why were you gonna marry him?
I mean, because I'm a princess, and I have to marry a prince, or so they say.
Ah. And he doesn't do it for you.
Yeah, he doesn't do it for me. I really must go back. I shouldn't have run away. I realize now that love is one luxury a princess cannot afford.
You're probably right.
I know now that I must live without love.
I guess so.
Besides, love isn't that important. Please catch the hint.
Nah, never was.
I could be perfectly happy the rest of my life without love.
Lone Star and Vespa are looking at each other now.
Sure you could.
Without physical contact?
Yeah.
Without being held
Yeah.
or kissed?
During this, the two of them have been moving closer together. They lean in to kiss, but are suddenly distracted by a loud blaring sound coming from Dot. She sits up, and the panel on her chest blinks with the words, Virgin Alarm. Barf startles awake from the noise.
Abandon ship, women and Mogs first.
Dot storms over to Lone Star and Vespa, forcing herself between them.
We'll have none of that, mister. How far did he get? What did he touch? What did he touch?
Nothing happened.
What the hell was that noise?
That was my Virgin alarm. It's programmed to go off before you do. You'll get back to bed, miss. And as for you, sex fiend...
All right. Let's all just get some sleep. We gotta get moving before dawn.
Why so early?
Because we're in the middle of a desert. We're not going to get far once that blazing sun gets overhead.
Soon enough, the blazing sun is overhead.
Nice transition.
Lone Star, Barf, Dot, and Vespa make their way across the dunes, obviously exhausted.
Water. Water. Water!
Oil. Oil.
Room service! Room service!
Later in the day, Lone Star is carrying Vespa in his arms, and Barf has Dot on his back.
I can't. I can't. I can't go. I can't go any further. I can't go any further.
Just one more dune to go.
Nope. You said that 3 dunes ago. I've got no more left. Oh, waiter, check, please.
Barf drops Dot and collapses into the sand.
Must go on. Must go on. Must go on. Ah, who am I kidding?
Lone Star drops to his knees, dropping Vespa, then collapses into the sand as well. Above Vega, Spaceball 1 is ominously approaching. This seems like an appropriately dramatic moment to take an intermission, so let's do that. Get a drink, use the restroom, maybe buy some digital era entertainment merchandise. We'll be back with Act 2 of Spaceballs, the radio drama, in 10 minutes. Let me just find my place in the script. Spaceball 1 went to Plaid. Eagle 5 landed on Vega, matched luggage. Our heroes have just passed out in the vast desert, and Spaceball 1 was approaching the planet. On Vega, a group of short creatures in sparkly brown robes march along, singing a tune.
Dink dink. Dink 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 dink. Dink
Dink
dink.
dink.
Dink dink.
Dink 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 dink
Dink,
dink
dink,
dink
dink. Darn, my mic's muted. Dink, 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 dink. Dink, 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 dink. Dink, dink, dink.
They spot the fallen travelers and start dinking amongst themselves.
Dink,
They
dink,
quickly
dink.
race over, providing water and
Dink.
oil to the fallen group.
Dink, dink, dink.
Oh, thanks, little guy.
Thank you.
Dink.
Did I miss something?
Dink, dink.
When do we get to Disneyland?
Dink, dink.
The Dinks are soon leading the group off into the desert, continuing their song. Elsewhere on Vega, Dark Helmet and Colonel Sandurz are in a cruiser. Dark Helmet has changed his normal outfit for a light explorer's uniform, complete with oversized pith helmet that covers his head entirely. He looks around the sand with binoculars.
I don't see them, Sandurz.
I've sent the troops on up to Vector 78, sir.
Good. Let's get moving.
Yes, sir. Driver, prepare to move out.
Why are you always preparing? You're always preparing. Just go.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Sir, shouldn't you sit down?
Before Dark Helmet can respond, he's thrown back into his seat as the cruiser moves forward. Elsewhere, the Dinks lead Lone Star, Barf, Dot, and Vespa through a hidden door in the side of a dune.
Dink, dink, dink. Dink, dink, dink. Dink, dink.
What are they saying?
Well, it's obvious they want us to go with them.
They walk through the tunnel, which opens up into what appears to be a temple of some sort. There are large pillars with torches lining the room, and a massive golden statue of a creature with pointy ears, wearing a robe, sitting at the far end.
in place?
It looks like the Temple of Doom.
Well, it sure ain't Temple Beth Israel.
Come on. I think we'd better follow him.
When they get halfway across the room, steam starts coming out of the statue's ears.
Uh-oh. I think we woke it up.
Goodbye, folks. Let me know how it turns out.
Dot turns to run away, but Vespa grabs her arm and holds her back. The statue's eyes are now glowing red.
Hold it. Come back here, Dot. We need you.
Come on. We gotta keep going.
Oh, what happened now?
Don't ask. Maybe it won't.
Well, what if it does? I don't know about you, but I'm all for leaving. I think we ought to get out of here.
A burst of flame erupts from the statue's mouth, and a booming voice reverberates through the room.
Silence! Who dares enter the sacred and awesome presence of the everlasting know-it-all, Yogurt?
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 A door in the front of the statue opens, and a much smaller version of the statue steps out.
You heard of me?
Heard of ya? Who hasn't heard of Yogurt?
Yogurt the Wise.
Yogurt the All-Powerful.
Yogurt the Magnificent.
Please, please, don't make a fuss. I'm just plain Yogurt.
But you're the one.
Yes, I am the keeper of a greater magic, a power known throughout the universe as...
The Force?
No, what are you talking about? Disney owns that. No. The Schwartz.
The
Schwartz?
Yes, the Schwartz.
Yogurt holds up his right fist. On his pointer finger is a golden ring with diamonds that create an S on its face.
But, Yogurt, what is this place? What is it that you do here?
Merchandising.
Merchandising. What's that?
Merchandising. Come, I'll show you. Open up this door.
The Dinks push a button, which causes a slab of the stone wall to rise up, revealing a mountain of Spaceballs merchandise.
Ha! Come, walk this way, take a look. We put the picture's name on everything. Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Movie? But this is a radio drama.
Ah, come on, everyone knows this radio drama is just an adaptation. Not that any money's being made from it.
Yogurt holds up each item as he names it.
Spaceballs the t-shirt. Spaceballs the coloring book. Spaceballs the lunchbox. Spaceballs the breakfast cereal. Spaceballs the flamethrower.
He fires the flamethrower, and the Dinks ooh at the display.
The kids love this one. And last but not least, Spaceballs the doll. Me.
He holds up a version of himself, yet smaller, and tugs the pull string on its back.
May the Schwartz be with ya.
Adorable.
On planet Spaceball, President Skroob is having some bed shenanigans with Charlene and Marlene under Spaceballs the Sheet, when the video wall suddenly activates, displaying Commanderette Zircon.
President Skroob!
Charlene and Marlene quickly hide under the covers, while Skroob pops up, holding a book, upside down.
What is it?
I have an urgent message from Lord Helmet. He's lost the princess.
Where?
Somewhere on the sands of Vega.
Tell him to comb the desert. Do you hear me? Comb the desert.
Yes, sir.
Soon enough, Spaceball soldiers are running oversized combs through the sands of Vega. Helmet is about to call to them through a bullhorn when...
Sir?
Helmet turns to him, speaking through the bullhorn.
What?
Are we being too literal?
No, you fool. We're following orders. We're told to comb the desert, so we're combing it.
Helmet lowers the bullhorn and yells to a pair of soldiers.
Hey! Found anything yet?
Nothing yet, sir.
Helmet looks over to two more Spaceball soldiers, dragging another comb.
What about you?
No, not a thing, sir.
Hey, what about you guys?
They look over to two black Spaceball soldiers who are dragging an afro pick, significantly smaller than the combs the others are using. He looks at Helmet and responds, We ain't found shit. Unfortunately, institutionalized racism is still an issue in this galaxy, or at least in Spaceball culture. Black lives matter, folk. We can't get rid of racism overnight, but being educated and aware is the starting point. Back inside the temple, Lone Star shows Yogurt his medallion.
It's a big mystery. None of the wise men can tell me what it means.
Wise men, pshaw. Wise guys, you mean? What do they know? Here, let me take a look. Yeah.
You can read it?
Oh, no, I was just clearing my throat. Here, let me take a look at this. Yes. Oh, yes, of course.
You understand it?
Yes.
What's it say?
I cannot tell you that now. It's way too early in the radio drama to have that type of reveal. It shall be revealed to you at the proper time.
Great.
Ah, come on, don't be so disappointed. Back to your Schwartz training. Here, take the ring. Point it at that big statue.
Okay. But I still don't understand how I'm gonna lift that big statue with this little ring.
Never underestimate the power of the Schwartz. Come on, concentrate. Here we go.
Lone Star points the ring at the statue.
Concentrate. Grunting efforts.
The ring begins to glow, and the statue slowly rises.
Lone Star, you're doing it! You're doing it! Ha ha!
I can't believe it! The Schwartz! It's working!
Yes!
Barf walks in and looks at the statue, impressed.
Hey, boss, how'd you do that?
Lone Star's concentration breaks, and the statue falls on Barf's foot.
Give me the ring.
He takes the ring from Lone Star, puts it on, and points it at the statue.
Upsy-daisy. Upsy-mazy. Upsy-daisy.
The statue rises, freeing Barf's foot, which has been comically flattened.
Ooh.
Sorry, Barf.
Hubble still yowling in pain. Outside, Colonel Sandurz directs a squad of Spaceballs.
Keep searching.
He turns to Dark Helmet, still in his safari gear, his helmet open.
It's no use, sir. We've searched everywhere.
Wait. I feel the presence of the Schwartz.
Schwartz?
Yes.
Helmet pulls out his ring, puts it on, and starts sweeping the area with it.
It's coming from somewhere
Sandurz reflexively covers his crotch as the ring sweeps past him.
down there.
Helmet points at the side of a dune, and Sandurz sweeps away the sand, revealing the door.
Right, sir. There's a secret entrance here. And look at this insignia. It's a Y.
Yogurt. Yogurt! I hate yogurt! Even with strawberries!
I'll call the attack squad, sir.
No, we can't go in there. Yogurt has the Schwartz. It's far too powerful.
But, sir, your ring. Don't you have the Schwartz too?
Nah, he got the upside, I got the downside. See, there's two sides to every Schwartz.
Well, then how are we going to go in there and get her?
We
Helmet closes his pith mask.
will not go in there. She will come out to us.
Inside the temple, Vespa is asleep on a surprisingly nice bed, surrounded by candles. Dot is nearby, sleep mode blinking on her chest. An ethereal voice is heard.
Vespa, Vespa, my child, where are you?
Vespa wakes up and looks around.
Vespa, it's your father, King Roland. Come to me.
Dad, where are you? I hear you. Where are you?
Follow my voice. Come to me. Come to me.
And you'll see a world of pure imagination. Dot's sleep mode deactivates just in time for her to see Vespa walking out of the room.
Vespa, where are you going? Stay-at-home orders are still in effect and you forgot your mask!
Outside, King Roland is waiting as Vespa emerges from the temple.
Vespa, come to me.
You really would socially distance from you, sir.
Yes, my dear, I guarantee it. Would I lie?
Daddy?
As Dot exits the temple, her eyes glow red, and the panel on her chest displays the words supervision.
Oh, no, Vespa, don't!
But it's too late. As Vespa reaches for Roland, the Schwartz illusion fades, revealing Dark Helmet.
Oh,
Vespa faints into Helmet's arms.
Fooled you!
Before Dot can act, Spaceball soldiers cover her eyes and shut her down.
Take them both aboard and put the princess in my quarters.
Yes, sir.
Now, she is mine.
Back inside the temple, the Dinks are standing at the bottom of the staircase with Yogurt. Lone Star and Barf walk in.
Dink, 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 dink.
What's the matter? What are they saying?
They've taken the princess.
Lone Star and Barf race outside, but Spaceball 1 is already flying away.
Spaceballs. Too late.
Don't worry, boss. We'll get her back.
Soon after, Lone Star and Barf prepared to board the Eagle 5.
Thanks for the gas, Yogurt.
You're welcome. And here, just in case you get hungry.
A fortune cookie?
Yes, remember, open it before you eat it.
Thanks. Well, we'd better get going. I wonder, will we ever see each other again?
Who knows? God willing, we'll all meet again in Spaceballs the Radio Drama 2. The search for more money and lack of DCMAs. Goodbye, Lone Star.
Goodbye, Yogurt.
They shake hands, and Yogurt slips one last gift to Lone Star.
The ring of the Schwartz? No, I can't take this.
Take it, take it. You might need it.
Thanks. I'll never forget you. Wish me luck.
Dink dink.
Eagle 5 takes off. On Spaceball 1, Helmet is in his quarters, apparently with Vespa.
So, Princess Vespa, at last I have you in my clutches. To have my way with you.
I
the
don't
way
consent.
I want to.
Fortunately, it turns out that Helmet is not, in fact, with Vespa. He's playing with Spaceballs the action figures, available now at a store near you. Actually, probably not. It's been rather a while. It's been over 30 years since any place has actually stocked them. Perhaps you might find one at a lucky thrift find or online auction house.
Oh, no! No, please, leave me alone!
No, you are mine!
Helmet moves Lone Star figure in.
Not so fast, Helmet. Lone Star. Yes, it's me. I'm here to save my girlfriend. Hi, honey.
Now, you are going to die!
Helmet rams his own figure into Lone Star's, knocking it over.
Oh, oh.
Helmet grabs the barf.
Hey, what did you do to my friend?
The same thing I'm going to do to you, big boy!
He knocks over the barf figure with his own, then does the same to the Doc figure.
And same to you, too! Now, Princess Vespa, at last we are alone.
No, no, I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! Leave me alone! And yet, I find you strangely attractive.
Of course you do. Druish princesses are often attracted to money and power, and I have both. And you know it.
Oh, no, leave me alone.
No, kiss me.
No, no, yes, no, no, yes, yes, no. Ah, 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 ah. Oh, your helmet is so big.
Now kiss.
As he has the two figures kiss, the door to his quarters suddenly opens, revealing Colonel Sandurz.
Lord Helmet!
Ah, what?
Scrambles to hide the figures.
You're needed on the bridge, sir.
Knock on my door! Knock next time!
Yes, sir.
Did you see anything?
No, sir. I did not see you playing with your dolls again.
Good!
Sandurz leaves, and Helmet looks confused for a moment. On planet Spaceball, we see Spaceballs the toilet paper, the dark helmet roll, and then see President Skroob using a urinal. Wall behind the urinal blinks to life, displaying Commanderette Zircon.
President Skroob!
Skroob quickly covers his crotch.
Ah! I told you never to call me on this wall. This is an unlisted wall.
Sorry, sir, but it's very important. The princess has just been brought to your office, and Lord Helmet and Colonel Sandurz are waiting you there.
All right. Tell them I'll be right there.
Yes, sir.
Zircon does the Hail Skroob salute, which Skroob returns, only to realize he uncovered his crotch, and gives Zircon a dirty look. Zircon smirks, and the video wall turns off. Skroob zips up his pants, yelling in pain as he accidentally catches himself.
No.
Inside Skroob's office, Dark Helmet and Colonel Sandurz are waiting, along with a doctor, a nurse, and a golf caddy. King Roland is on the video screen, and Vespa is strapped to a vertical operating table.
Helmet, you fiend! What's going on? What are you doing to my daughter?
Permit me to introduce the brilliant young plastic surgeon, Dr. Phillip Schlotkin, the greatest nose job man in the entire universe, and Beverly Hills.
Schlotkin bows toward the screen.
Your Highness?
Nose job? I don't understand. She already had a nose job. It was a sweet 16 present.
Oh no, it's not what you think. It's much, much worse. If you do not give me the combination to the air shield, Dr. Schlotkin will give your daughter back.
Helmet holds up a pre-operation picture of Vespa, showing her with a long, hooked nose.
Her old nose!
That! I burned them all!
All right! I'll tell!
No, Daddy! Listen!
You're right, my dear. I'll miss your new nose. But I will not tell them the combination, no matter what!
Very well. Dr. Schlotkin, do your worst.
My pleasure.
Vespa faints as Schlotkin moves in with his knives, and the operating table becomes horizontal.
No! Wait! I'll tell!
Ha! I knew it would work. All right, give it to me.
The combination is 1.
1!
Sandurz writes each number on a notepad, but only after Helmet has echoed the number from Roland.
1.
2.
2.
2.
3.
3.
3.
4.
4.
4.
5.
5.
5.
So the combination is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Roland nods, and Helmet raises his mask.
That's the stupidest combination I've ever heard in my life. It's the kind of thing an idiot would have on his luggage.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Sandurz points a remote at the screen, pushes a button, and...
Huh? What happened? What happened to the narrator? What'd you do?
I turned off the wall.
No, you didn't. You turned off the whole radio drama.
I must have pressed the wrong button.
Well, put it back on. Put the radio drama back on.
Yes, sir.
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched closely by intelligences greater than man's, and yet as mortal as his own.
Nope, that's
know
now.
now
Worlds. We want
this humans
Spaceballs. Here we go.
The radio drama returns. Schlotkins is making out with his nurse in the background.
Oh yeah.
We gotta get that thing fixed. And probably Schlotkin's too. All right, we're back and we have the combination. Schlotkin.
Schlotkin pulls away from the nurse.
What?
We're done with you. Go back to the golf course and work on your putts.
Schlotkin turns to the nurse and the caddy.
Let's go, Arnold. Come, Gretchen. Of course, you know I'll still have to bill you for this.
They leave. Gretchen gives Helmet and Sandurz a wave as she goes.
Ooh, I bet she gives great helmet.
President Skroob runs in.
Well, did it work? Where's the king?
It worked, sir. We have the combination.
Great! Now we can take every last breath of fresh air from planet Druidia. What's the combination?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's amazing. I have the same combination in my luggage. Prepare Spaceball 1 for immediate departure.
Yes, sir.
And change the combination on my luggage.
Skroob and Sandurz walk out of the office, followed by Helmet, who gets stuck when the sliding door closes on his helmet.
Ah!
Inside Eagle 5, Lone Star and Barf are approaching planet Spaceball.
There it is. Spaceball City dead ahead.
Good. I'm taking her in.
Eagle 5 lands near the Spaceball prison. The guards outside it start coughing from the smoke kicked up.
Hey, what the hell is that thing?
Oh, it's like a Winnebago with wings.
Jesus. Hey, you can't park here.
Yeah, can't you guys read? No parking.
Oh, that
The guards
son of
point
a...
to a nearby sign that does indeed say no parking. In flagrant disregard of the sign, Barf opens the door of the window and peeks out, flipping off the guards and making kissing noises.
Ugh, the son of a...
The guards prime their weapons and approach Eagle 5.
All right, hands up. You're under arrest for illegal parking.
Yeah.
The guards run into Eagle 5, which shakes as a scuffle ensues. A bit later, Lone Star and Barf emerge from Eagle 5, dressed in the guards' uniforms. Barf's tail is sticking out the rear of his. They go over to the door, and Lone Star uses the key on the uniform to enter the prison. As they walk through the steel gray halls, a voice calls over the PA system.
Warden Miller, you're wanted in B17. Attention, Section C scanners report.
Lone Star and Barf go to either side of the hall as another guard walks past them. They walk down the hall the guard came from. The guard looks back and sees Barf's tail, but shrugs it off.
Nah.
Lone Star and Barf enter another wing of the prison. A sign says, Royal Prisoners Only. Maximum security.
She's gotta be in one of these cells.
Yeah, but which one?
They split up and check the first cell on each side.
No.
No.
Nobody knows.
They perk up as they hear the singing coming from a nearby cell.
It's coming from there.
That can't be her.
The DMCA's I've seen.
They open a panel on the cell door and look inside. Vespa and Dot are there. And Vespa is indeed the one singing.
Nobody knows but Digital Era Twitch.
It's her.
Nobody knows the DMCA's I've seen.
She's a bass.
Glory, hallelujah.
Lone Star and Barf enter the cell, still wearing their helmets. The door closes on Barf's tail. Vespa looks up, eyeing the two guards venomously.
And what do you want?
Lone Star and Barf remove their helmets.
It's me.
It's us.
Lone Star, how did you find us?
No time to talk. Come on.
We gotta move.
Barf, how'd you do it?
Lone Star slips out into the hall, followed by Vespa, Barf, and Dot. They try to get to the exit, but are forced to stop short.
Hey, those are the guys that stole our uniforms.
Yeah, beat the shit out of us too.
The guards ready their guns, and so does Lone Star. Lone Star's blasts send the underwear-clad guards running away, but draws the attention of other guards, who open fire.
Uh-oh, we've got company.
Lone Star and Barf hide behind a corner and trade fire with Spaceballs guards as they block the exit down the hall.
Damn it, that's our only way out.
Oh, I hate these radio dramas.
Barf's gun stops firing.
I'm out of ammo.
Get back, I'll hold him off.
Lone Star and the guards continue to trade fire. Barf spots something in the wall.
I've got an idea.
Barf grabs a 4-pipe loop in the wall and rips half of it off.
What are you doing?
What's he doing?
Barf walks out into the hall, holding the half-pipe loop in front of him. The guards shoot, but their blasts fly into the top half of the loop and pop out the bottom, returning to hit the same guards that fired them. The guards grunt in agony as they're hit, except for the last one, who lets out a very particular and noticeable noise.
Oh! Good work.
More guards start approaching from the other end of the hall.
Uh-oh, more ping-pongs. Run for it!
Let's go!
Lone Star, Barf, Vespa, and Dot run down the hall towards the door at the end, which starts to close.
The door is closing!
Go for broke!
The 4 of them manage to dive through the door just before it slams shut. However, there are guards waiting for them on the other side, and they are quickly surrounded.
Don't move or you're dead. Stand up. Captain, we've got him.
The 4 stand and put their hands up as the captain walks in on the other side of the room, their backs facing him.
Spectacular stunt, my friends, but all for naught. Turn around, please.
Lone Star, Barf, Vespa, and Dot turn around. They look different.
Ha! What a pity. So, Princess, you thought you could outwit the imperious forces of...
The captain cuts off when he gets a good look at his captives. Lone Star is older and not as good looking. Barf is even heavier set than usual and has a mustache. Dot has a different hairstyle and more angled features. Vespa has a goatee and muscular arms.
You idiots! These are not them! You've captured their stunt doubles! Ugh, search the area! Find them! Find them!
As the troops scatter, the captain walks up to the stunt Lone Star, looking at his worthless captives in utter confusion.
Why do they even have stunt doubles? This is a radio drama.
Union requirements.
Ah, yes, of course.
Outside the prison, the real Lone Star, Barf, Vespa, and Dot run out the exit and run for Eagle 5. A passing shot hits the door handle of Eagle 5.
And the door!
I can't. It's fused.
Well, what about this one?
It's locked.
Keys!
Inside.
Oh, great.
Duck!
Barf, Vespa, and Dot duck as Lone Star fires a few more shots at oncoming guards before handing the blaster to Vespa.
Here, you hold him off. I'll get the door.
Oh, I'm not shooting this thing. I hate guns.
A near miss from a laser blast scorches her hair.
My hair, son of a bitch!
Vespa primes the rifle and walks out into the open as the laser fire blasts around her. She opens up the rifle in full auto and mows down all the guards. Lone Star and Barf look on in shock and amazement.
Holy shit.
Vespa blows smoke away from the rifle barrel.
Well, how was that?
Not bad.
Not bad for a girl.
Hey, that was pretty good for Rambo.
Well, let's just blow this joint.
Aboard Spaceball 1, President Skroob runs onto the bridge.
President Skroob, salute!
Hail Skroob!
Hail Skroob!
The soldiers salute, which Skroob quickly returns as he continues running, eventually reaching Sandurz and Helmet, who has his mask down.
Oh, this ship is too big. If I walk, the radio drama will be over.
Sir?
Yes?
Skroob turns towards Sandurz to see Helmet's mask inches from his face.
That is... Never have that damn thing down in front of me. I don't know you're not making faces at me under that thing.
Helmet lifts his mask and sticks his tongue out at Skroob.
President Skroob.
Yes.
Helmet pretends to be licking his lips as Skroob looks his way again.
There it is. Planet Druidia.
Ah, planet Druidia, and 10,000 years of fresh air.
Helmet leans in towards Sandurz.
The way he runs things, and won't last 100.
What?
Helmet shrugs.
Preparing ship for metamorphosis, sir.
Good, get on with it.
Ready, Kafka? That's right, I'm looking at you in the chat.
Nearby, Eagle 5 approaches planet Druidia.
Look, it's Spaceball 1. They've reached the air shield. The ship's too big. They'll never get through.
How are they going to get the air out? I don't see any hoses or anything.
As they watch, parts of Spaceball 1 begin to shift around.
The ship's changing?
Oh my gosh, it's not just a spaceship. It's a transformer.
It's changing into
a gigantic
Dragon Maid.
With a turbo vacuum cleaner.
So that's how they're going to get the air out.
Ominous music swells as the transformation finishes. Inside the massive spacecraft, President Skroob, Dark Helmet, Colonel Sandurz stand together at the command center.
Metamorphosis completed, sir. Spaceball 1 has now become...
He glances at the timpanist of the orchestra.
Mega Maid.
Good.
Remarkable.
Now, commence operation Vacuum Suck.
Mega Maid flips a switch on the vacuum from off to on and begins sucking up planet Druidia's atmosphere.
Suck,
Suck.
suck,
Suck,
Suck.
suck, suck.
Suck.
A mountain has all the snow lifted up off it. A line of pine trees fly out of the ground like rockets. In the Druish throne room, Roland looks at a picture of Vespa as he struggles to breathe.
Goodbye, little Vespa. My little baby Vespa.
Roland collapses onto his desk, fainting. Back in space, the airbag on the vacuum continues to expand.
Like it's almost full.
So what do we do?
We've got to act fast. Step 1, we reverse the Roomba and blow the air back onto the planet. Step 2, we destroy that thing.
But isn't that dangerous?
Extremely. Plus, I don't know how the hell we're gonna do it.
Well, what about that ring Yogurt gave you?
Yeah, but...
Come on, boss, give it a shot.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Lone Star points the Schwartz ring at Mega Maid. An orange glow surrounds the switch on the vacuum.
Well, would you look at that?
Wow.
The switch begins to move from on towards off.
It's working.
Come on, Schwartz.
Come on,
Come on, Schwartz.
Come on,
Come on, Schwartz.
The switch flips past off to reverse, and the air starts to flow back onto the planet. On Mega Maid, they immediately realize something is wrong.
Helmet, what's going on?
Sandurz, what's going on?
It's Mega Maid. She's gone from suck to blow.
What? They're getting all their air back.
Skroob turns to Helmet.
Do something.
Helmet turns to Sandurz.
Do something.
Sandurz picks up the intercom.
Do something!
On Druidia, the snow falls back onto the mountain, and the formerly uprooted trees slot neatly back into place. In the castle, Roland regains consciousness.
I'm breathing. Air.
Eagle 5 approaches Mega Maid, entering through one of its ears.
Dim the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Go to infrared.
Going to infrared.
And pray to God.
Praying to God.
The ship's infrared scanners show the layout of the tunnel they're navigating through.
Oh, careful, careful.
Lone Star turns a scanning knob.
What are you doing?
Scanning? There's gotta be a self-destruct mechanism somewhere in the central brain area.
The scanner on the underside of Eagle 5 sweeps the area.
I think we just found it. Watch.
He flips a switch, and the infrared readout shows a red button.
Bingo. There it is. It's right below us. Pull her in hover, Barf.
Putting her in hover.
I'm going down there.
He's going down there.
Lone Star leaves the cockpit.
I wouldn't.
Lone Star climbs down a ladder from the ship and sees an emergency exit door nearby. He goes through it, but as the door closes, a silent alarm is triggered. In the next room, a guard is standing watch outside the door leading to the self-destruct button. A sign nearby says, "No unauthorized or authorized personnel permitted to enter." Lone Star sneaks up behind him and grabs the side of his neck between his fingers.
What the hell are you doing?
The Vulcan neck pinch?
No, stupid. You got it much too high. It's down here where the shoulder meets the neck, right in the clavicle.
This?
Yeah.
Star adjusts his grip.
Yeah.
The guard collapses.
Thanks.
Lone Star takes the guard's keycard and uses it on the panel next to the door. The panel opens up, revealing a handprint scanner.
Handprint identification, please.
The panel repeats the request, while Lone Star grabs the unconscious guard's hand, pulls his glove off, and puts it on the scanner. The panel accepts the handprint, and the door opens.
Thanks again.
Lone Star knocks on the unconscious guard's helmet, then slips through the open door. He sees a button behind a barrier of green energy bars. A sign beneath the button says, "Self-destruct button. Do not push unless you really, really mean it." A nearby guard, out of uniform, is shaving at a sink. On each side of the sink is a towel rack with Spaceballs the towel on it. Above one rack is a label that says Velcro, and the other says Mylar. The shaving guard is looking at himself in the mirror as he hears someone enter the room.
Is that you, Mylar?
Lone Star quickly backs against the wall, then uses his ring to pull a can of Spaceballs the shaving cream off the sink shelf. Then the shaving guard, presumably Velcro, sees this and turns around to face Lone Star just as the can flies into his hand.
Who are you? What are you doing with that?
This!
Lone Star sprays shaving cream onto Velcro's eyes, and as he screams, Lone Star sprays it into his mouth. He then puts the guards down with the Vulcan neck pinch.
Sweet dreams.
Lone Star uses the dropped guard's keys to open a panel, which raises a switch that disables the laser bars. He walks over to the self-destruct button, which reads, "Do not push unless you really, really mean it."
And
he
I mean
raises
it.
his hands to hit the button when...
Not so fast, Lone Star.
Helmet. So at last, we meet for the first time. For the last time. Yeah.
Before you die, there is something you should know about us, Lone Star.
What?
I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate, the very same one who lent them manga and anime VHS tapes at a very dire time when those
Okay,
were very
what does
expensive.
that make us?
Absolutely nothing. Which is what you're about to become. Prepare to die.
Helmet puts his Schwartz ring on and holds his hand by his crotch. A green laser sword sprouts from it. Lone Star does the same, except his laser sword is orange.
Ah, you have the ring. And I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Now let's see how well you handle it.
Helmet steps forward and swings his laser sword at Lone Star, who parries it. They fight for a while. Eventually, a wild swing from Helmet kills the sound manager. Wait a moment, John? John? John!
Oh, he did it.
What?
The fight resumes. After a few more strikes, the laser swords wrap around one another.
Oh, shit! I hate it when I get my shorts twisted. Oh, okay, maybe if I put my leg up on yours, we can split apart.
He puts his leg on Lone Star's knee.
Yes, just like that, Okay.
Get off of me.
Oh, okay, good. Wait, on 3. 1, 2, 3, go!
Lone Star and Helmet push against each other, separating their swords and bumping into opposite walls. They circle one another, holding their laser swords point to point. Lone Star's overpowers Helmet, and Helmet drops his hand. Lone Star swings at Helmet's head, but is stopped short by a force field. He tries again, then a third time with similar results. Helmet raises his mask. Lone Star shrinks away his laser sword and punches Helmet in the face. Helmet's mask falls back down. He recreates his laser sword and charges Lone Star, swinging wildly. Lone Star manages to keep him at arm's length, then steps aside, letting Helmet charge forward to crash headfirst into a locker.
So, Lone Star, yogurt has taught you well. If there's one thing I despise, it is a fair fight, but if I must, then I must. May the better man win. Put her there.
Helmet offers a handshake. Lone Star accepts it, but as their hands touch, pulls off Lone Star's ring.
Ha! The ring! I can't believe you fell for the oldest trick in the book! What a goof! What's with you, man? Come on, no, you know what? Here, let me give it back to you.
Dark Helmet offers the ring back to Lone Star, but intentionally drops it on a grate.
What? Whoopsie doopsie!
Slips through before Lone Star can grab it.
Oh, look, you fell for that too! Oh, I can't believe it, man! Oh, so, Lone Star, now you see that evil will always triumph, because good is dumb.
Dark Helmet fires a blast as Lone Star, who leaps up in a split to avoid it. Helmet fires again, but Lone Star dodges to the side. Lone Star then evades a third blast by running up a pair of bunk beds into a backflip, then ducks into a corner.
Impressive. Very impressive, Lone Star. Too bad this isn't the wide world of sports.
Use the Schwartz, Lone Star. Use the Schwartz.
I can't. I lost the ring.
Forget the ring. The ring is Bupkis. I found it in a Cracker Jack box. The Schwartz is in you, Lone Star. It's like the power of friendship. It's in you.
Not in my cards? All right, I'll try.
Say goodbye to your two best friends. And I don't mean your pals in the Winnebago.
Lone Star looks around and spots the shaving mirror on the sink as Dark Helmet prepares for the coup de grace. Lone Star reaches for the mirror, pulling it towards him. Helmet fires a blast at Lone Star's crotch.
Pew
But
pew!
Lone Star gets the mirror there just in time to reflect it back at Helmet. Dark Helmet stumbles backwards and slams headfirst into the self-destruct button. Red lights start flashing, and an alarm blares as an automated message begins playing.
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. This ship will self-destruct in 3 minutes.
Peace.
Lone Star runs out of the room on the bridge of the Megamaid. Alarms are blaring, and lights are flashing here as well. President Skroob looks around in confusion.
What's going on? Where the hell are we, Paris?
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. This ship will self-destruct in exactly 2 minutes, 45 seconds.
You've got to stop it. Is there any way to stop it?
I can't. It's irreversible.
Oh, like my raincoat.
Attention. This is Colonel Sandurz in forward command. Abandon ship. Abandon ship. All personnel proceed to escape pods. Close down the circus. Evacuate the zoo. The self-destruct mechanism has been activated. Abandon ship.
All the Spaceballs and circus performers begin scrambling, trying to get to the escape pods.
Sandurz, you gotta help me. I don't know what to do. I can't make decisions. I'm a president.
This is your 2-minute warning. The ship will self-destruct in exactly 2 minutes.
Launch all escape pods as soon as they are filled.
Inside Eagle 5, the others are getting worried.
Oh, where is he?
Lone Star runs out an emergency exit door and climbs into Eagle 5.
Where is he, damn it?
Here! We've got a minute and 40 before the end of the world. Hang on!
2 guards exit the emergency exit door and start firing up at Eagle 5.
Full throttle!
Full throttle!
Go to hyperjets!
Going to hyperjets!
The 4 of them are thrown back in their seats as Eagle 5 begins to race through the ear canal towards space. Inside Megamaid, Sandurz, Skroob, and Helmet are scrambling to get to an escape pod. Skroob walks up to a pod that has a chef with a pizza box in it.
Hey, get out of there! Where do you think you're going?
Pizza to go!
The pizza guy pulls the launch lever, and the pod takes off. Sandurz runs towards an escape pod, but it's already occupied by the Timpanist, who hits Sandurz on the head with a mallet just before the pod closes and launches. Meanwhile, a large bear is seen climbing up toward the escape pods. Helmet darts towards another pod, but a woman in a red dress is already getting inside it.
Hey, that's my escape pod! Who are you?
The woman turns. She has a full beard.
I'm the bearded lady. What are you, one of the freaks?
The bearded lady knocks Helmet away using her large chest, then gets in the pod.
Wait! That's my pod! No!
Pod launches.
Come back, you fat bearded bitch!
Unseen by Helmet, Sandurz, and Skroob, the bear tiptoes into the last escape pod.
1 pod left and 3 of us, and I'm the president. Well, boys, it's a very lovely ship. I think you should go down with it. Goodbye!
Skroob runs into the pod and sits on the bear's lap. He tries to latch the bear's arms together.
What's the matter with this seatbelt?
Skroob looks back and sees the bear.
The bear.
Which closes as the bear waves to him, then launches away.
This ship will self-destruct in 20 seconds. This is your last chance to push the cancellation button.
Cancellation
that
button?
was a thing, didn't you?
Cancellation button, hurry!
Skroob, Helmet, and Sandurz slide downstairs to the command center and crash on the floor below before scrambling around.
Where is it? Where is it?
It's gotta be here.
Sandurz flips open a panel to reveal the cancellation button, but an out-of-order sign is over it.
Out of order?
Fuck! Even in the future, nothing works!
The ship will self-destruct in exactly 10 seconds. Also, congratulations on our now R rating.
Sandurz, Helmet, and Skroob huddle together in fear.
Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 6.
6? What happened to 7?
Just kidding.
Skroob, Sandurz, and Helmet growl in annoyance.
Oh.
Back in the pod, Vespa can see the stars ahead.
Sure.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember to wear a mask and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
5 flies out of Megamaid's ear and escapes into space just before Megamaid explodes.
Bloody hell. We did it!
Everyone inside the Eagle 5 cheers. Lone Star and
Yeah!
Vespa nearly kiss, but stop themselves.
We all did it!
The head and one of the hands of Megamaid hurtle through space. Sandurz, Helmet, and Skroob can be heard screaming. Eagle 5, Lone Star and Paul watch the nude.
So I guess you might call it a case of man bites droid. On a sadder note, Pizza the Hutt, famed half-man, half-pizza, was found dead earlier today in the back seat of his stretched limo. Evidently, the notorious gangster became locked inside the vehicle and ate himself to death. Coming up, Pongo's review of Rocky 5,000. Pongo!
Oh, did you hear that? Pizza kicked the bucket. Now we don't have to pay him the $1 million. We can keep it for ourselves.
Yeah.
Soon enough, Eagle 5 lands on planet Druidia. In the royal palace, a doorman opens the door, letting Vespa, Dot, Lone Star, and Barf into Roland's throne room. Vespa runs to her father and hugs him.
Phone, oh, microphone, Discord, father, daddy!
Vespa, my darling! You still can speak! I thought I'd never see or hear you again. Oh, my sweet little daughter. I'm so happy you're home and safe. And little Vespa, there's someone else who's happy to see you.
Prince Valium is sound asleep in a chair. Roland smacks him awake.
Hello. Where have you been?
Later, the Eagle 5 flies through space and stops at Gus's Galaxy Grill and Gas Station. Lone Star and Barf take a seat at the diner bar, and a waitress soon approaches them.
Hi, big stuff. Hi, Dream. What'll you have?
I've just got a few minutes while we're gassing up. What's ready?
I can give you the space soup or the space special.
I'll have the soup.
I'll have the cleavage. Or the special.
Okay, I got one special and one soup.
The waitress walks off to get their orders. Another waitress walks up to another table behind Lone Star and Barf.
You ready to order?
Yes,
Yeah,
we'll
both
both-
have the
No, or-
Luna fish.
Barf's wagging tail slips up the waitress's miniskirt.
Okay, anything to drink?
Waitress feels Barf's tail and turns around.
Hey! Watch where you're sticking that thing!
Huh? Oh, look, it's got a mind of its own, sweetheart. I can't do a thing with it.
The waitress walks off to another table. Barf howls softly. Lone Star hits him.
What?
At the other end of the bar, one of the patrons is telling a story to a group of friends.
We were lost. None of us knew where we were. And then Harry begins feeling around on all the trees and he says, I got it. We're on Pluto. And we said, Harry, how can you tell? He said, from the bark, you dummies, from the bark.
His friends and he start laughing until one of the seems to start choking on his food.
It's a funny joke. Laugh.
Wait. Is he all right?
The choking patron suddenly spits out some of the food and collapses in pain. They lay him across the bar on his back. Lone Star and Barf are watching with concern.
Hey, get some water!
Water my ass. Get this guy some Pepto-Bismol.
Waitress? Waitress? What'd he order?
Oh, he had the special.
Yeah, that's what I ordered. Change my order to the soup.
Good move.
The choking patron's chest starts to heave with motion, and a moment later, a Bailey alien, from the movie Alien, bursts out of his chest. The choking patron looks at it in horror.
Oh no, not again.
The other patrons scream as the alien jumps out of the man's chest and onto a Spaceballs, the placemat. The alien hisses, then pulls out a little hat, picks up a small cane, and starts kick-lining his way across the bar.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, DMCA. Strike me till I'm on fire. Make my channel expire. If you're WB, probably sue me, cause that's what assholes do. Oh, baby, condone no use of things they own.
The alien exits through a small door at the end of the bar. Lone Star and Barf stand up from their seats.
Check, please.
Check, please.
Back on Druidia, the chapel sign now reads, Today, the royal wedding of Princess Vespa to Prince Valium. Take 2. Inside, Roland and Vespa stand together on the staging room once again.
5 minutes to magic time.
Are you all right, my dear? You look a little flighty.
Don't worry about me, father. I'm completely over him. Didn't even stay for the wedding, just grabbed his million space bucks and ran.
He didn't take the million.
He didn't?
No, he just took 248 space bucks for lunch, gas, and tolls.
Vespa looks surprised at this. Back on Eagle 5, Barf is equally surprised.
I still can't believe you turned down the money. At least we could have stayed for the wedding feast. I'm starving. Have you got anything to eat?
Nah. Oh, wait a minute. Yogurt gave me that fortune cookie. Here, chow down.
Wow, thanks. I'll split it with you.
No.
Okay.
When Barf cracks open the fortune cookie, a cloud of golden sparkles flies out and forms into yogurt.
Yogurt?
Yogurt!
Hello, boys. Well, you opened your fortune cookie, so here's your fortune. Lone Star, you know that medallion you wear around your neck, but you don't know what it means?
Lone Star pulls out the medallion and looks at it.
Well, here's what it means. It's a royal birth certificate. Yes, your father was a king, your mother was a queen, which makes you a certified prince.
Hey. I'm a prince. I'm a prince! Which means...
Which means, if you hurry, there could be a princess in your future. Now, if you want to get back there before she marries Sleeping Beauty, there's a special can of fuel in your glove compartment. Good luck, boys.
Bye, yogurt.
And yogurt? Thanks.
You're welcome. Gotta get this right. I only get one shot at this. And may the Schwartz be with you. What a world! What a world!
Yogurt disappears as the shimmering gold light fades.
Open that glove compartment.
You got it, Your Highness.
He opens the glove compartment and pulls out a can.
Wow, liquid Schwartz.
Quick, pour it in the emergency tank.
Right.
Barf pours the liquid Schwartz into the emergency tank. A yellow glow emanates from the tank.
Look at that.
Done.
Hang on, Barfo. We're gonna make space tracks.
Eagle 5 does a sharp turn, leaving starry tracks, then races back in the opposite direction. Elsewhere, the head and hand of Megamaid fall towards the planet, eventually crashing down onto a sandy beach. Two apes riding horses across the shore spot the massive head and hand.
Dear me, what are those things coming out of her nose?
The second ape pulls out a pair of binoculars and looks through them. Skroob, Sandurz, and Helmet are climbing out of Megamaid's nose. Skroob steps on Helmet's helmet.
Hey! Watch my helmet.
Spaceballs?
Oh, shit. There goes the planet.
Back on Druidia, the wedding is in progress.
Dear way, beloved, we are gathered here together again.
Why didn't you tell me he didn't take the money?
Well, I didn't think it was important.
May I continue, please?
Besides, he asked me not to tell you.
Thank you. To join Princess Vespa and Princess Valium. I'm sorry, it's the hair. Prince Valium in the bonds of holy matrimony.
See it all now? Don't you see that he loves me?
Excuse me, I'm trying to conduct a wedding here, which has nothing to do with love. Please be quiet.
Sorry, not sorry?
I am sorry.
I'm sorry too.
Don't be sorry, be quiet.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
To join Princess Vespa and Prince Valium in the bonds of holy moly.
The minister is interrupted again as the roar of engines pass over the chapel. The audience looks up, startled.
Matrimony.
I know it's him. He's come back.
That's it. We're gonna take no more chances. We're doing the short version. Prince Valium, do you take Princess Vespa to be your lawfully wedded wife? Prince Valium, wake up.
Oh, so sorry. I do.
Princess Vespa, do you take Prince Valium to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Well, I suppose I don't know.
No, she doesn't.
Everyone turns around and sees Lone Star dressed in a white tuxedo, with Barf behind him, also in formal attire.
What? Who the hell are you, and when did you get changed?
Prince Lone Star.
Prince?
Lone Star holds up his medallion.
I just found out. That's what this says. I'm an honest-to-God prince. Will you marry me?
Well, let me think about it.
She looks at Valium for a second, then pushes him away.
Oh, yes!
Lone Star and Barf walk into the altar.
I'm sick of this. I don't care who it is, but I'm gonna marry somebody today.
He looks at Barf.
Who are you?
I'm the best man.
What's your name?
Barf.
Your full name?
Bartholomew.
Are you the one who's getting married?
No.
Then get over there.
Barf quickly moves to his spot.
Okay, here we go. The short version. Do you?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes, I do. Please, Discord, please.
Good, you're married. Kiss her.
I love you.
I love you.
Lone Star and Vespa kiss. The audience applauds. The minister calms down now that he's successfully married someone. Barf cries.
Well, goodbye, Virgin Alarm.
As the Eagle 5 flies off into space, a just married banner attached to the rear bumper. As it flies, a stream of gold sparkles erupts from the exhaust and form the words, "May the Schwartz be with you." The words fade as Eagle 5 disappears into the distance. Thank you for listening to our presentation of Spaceballs, the radio drama. Lone Star was played by Emmy Lowe. Princess Vespa was played by Kailey Reyes. Dark Helmet was played by Mario Bueno. Barf was played by Frongi. Dot, the PA, Sergeant Rico, the Newscaster, the Bearded Lady, Phillip Asshole, the German Soldier, Patron 1, Guard 1, Waitress 1, Ape 1, and Soldier 1 were played by Taylor Starnes. King Roland, Commanderette Zircon, the Radar Tech, Corporal, Vinnie, Guard 2, Waitress 2, Timpanist, Marlene, Charlene, Patron 2, Soldier 2, and Ape 2 were played by Cam Griffin. Yogurt, Captain, Pizza the Hutt, Snotty, Usher, Dinks, Guard 3, Patron 3, and the Pizza Guy were played by Joel Guttman. President Skroob, the Minister, Singing Alien, Dr. Schlotkin, Mylar, and Major Asshole were played by Hayes Converse. Colonel Sandurz, Velcro, and Prince Valium were played by Sean Robert. Narration was done by me, Celeste English. Script adaptation was done by Joel Guttman. Audio engineering was done by John H. Baker. We are pleased to announce that on Saturday, January 23rd, we will be doing a radio drama presentation of William Shakespeare, The Jedi Doth Return, Star Wars Part the Sixth. Please note that this performance will begin at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, as opposed to our usual start of 4 p.m. Eastern Time, as it is an extended show. For more information and other nerdy content, please follow Digital Era Entertainment on Facebook, Twitter, and here on Twitch. Our past radio drama performances are available on Digital Era Entertainment's YouTube channel, and this performance will be uploaded in a bit over a week. On behalf of the cast and everyone at Digital Era Entertainment, we would like to wish everyone a safe and happy holiday season. We hope our radio dramas have been able to make your 2020 a little bit brighter, and we hope you all will continue to join us in 2021. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you next time on Digital Era Twitch.
Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us across social media for updates. Thanks for watching!